Alright boys, in this video I'm going to talk about fear, and I want you to pay very close attention to this video because honestly I think it's probably one of the most valuable videos that you will watch this year. And I'm not just saying that, bro, like this genuinely could change your life. You see, bro, your dream life really lies on the other side of fear. I'll tell you a quick backstory, bro. Like 3 years ago now, before I started uploading content on the internet, for a good 9 to 10 months, I had this ongoing battle with myself inside my own head, trying to overcome the fear of being judged. Bro, I knew what I was gonna do for a good 8, 9, 10 months before I did it. I knew that I was gonna start uploading content on the internet. I started with Instagram and TikTok. I knew I was gonna start posting these motivational gym edits, but it took me a good 9 to 10 months to muster up the courage to actually do it. For those months leading up to me posting that first video, I had to really convince myself because I had this massive fear of being judged by people, really caring about what other people might think of me uploading these motivational gym edits on Instagram Reels. Because bro, before I posted that first video, I was one of these NPC fucking ghost accounts on Instagram. I was literally one of those guys with no display picture, private account, and no pictures on the private account. I literally just had that little grey circle of the default NPC fucking display picture on Instagram. I fucking hated the idea of other people thinking about me and judging me. And it took me months just to get over that and post my first piece of content. And guess what happened when I overcame that fear? It led me to living my dream life, doing what I'm doing right now. You see, bro, there's two main fears that are gonna hold 99.9% of people back. Number one is your fear of judgment, and number two is your fear of failure. These are the two main fears that you're gonna have to overcome in order to really live that life that you know you want to live. See, a lot of people won't start businesses. Why? Because they fear failure. A lot of people won't start uploading content on the internet. Why? Because they fear judgment. Even though they know deep down that that's what they want to do, and they know deep down that that's what they're gonna have to do in order to make online income, in order to escape the matrix, escape the 9 to 5. But there's really only a small percentage of people that will take action because there's so many people that let fear hold them back. They let fear stop them. So you and I both know that if fear wasn't a thing, bro, if you really didn't have those fears deep down, you would be living life differently to how you live it now. You would probably be uploading some sort of content. You would probably be working on some sort of business. If you knew it couldn't fail, if you knew you couldn't fail, you would be doing something different. If you knew people wouldn't judge you, you would be living life how you really wanted to live life. Bro, you really need to sit down with yourself, with your thoughts, stare at a fucking wall, whatever it takes, and you need to figure out which one of these fears that you have, or maybe you have both, and you need to be honest with yourself, because there's a lot of you that even fear facing your fears, and that's a whole nother fear within itself. But you need to face your fears. That's the only way you overcome them. You really need to be honest with yourself, bro, and think like, okay, is it the fear of judgment, or is it the fear of failure? Because I guarantee you have one of those, or you have both. It's more than likely that you have both. I had both, bro. For me, the fear of judgment was the main one. Yes, the fear of failure was there in the background, but nowhere near as prominent and as scary as the fear of judgment was. And that's probably because it relates a little bit more to what I do right now. You know, to upload videos on the internet for fucking everyone and anyone to see, you cannot have that fear of judgment. It's just not an option, because people are gonna judge you, bro. That's a guarantee. If you upload content on the internet, people are gonna heavily judge you no matter what. But I'm okay with that, bro. I have to be okay with that. Honestly, I can really say deep down that it doesn't bother me at all. But yet it used to. It really fucking used to bother me. So if I can make that leap and I can overcome that fear of judgment, there's no reason why you can't overcome your fear of failure or your fear of judgment. Because like I said, bro, your dream life, it lies on the other side of those fears. I'm living my dream life now because I overcame my fear of judgment. And at the end of the day, what does it all come down to? Comfort. Comfort is the biggest killer of young men. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You don't want to step out of your comfort zone. You want to stay comfortable. And I get it, bro. It's a natural thing to feel as a human being. Humans have got to where we are today by striving for comfort. You know, as a species, we'd still be living outside cooking steak over a fucking open fire if we didn't strive for comfort. The reason we all live in houses and we use gas and electricity is because we look for comfort. So you can't eliminate your need for comfort, but you can override it. And when you override it, that's when things start to happen for you. That's when big changes start to take place in your life. And bro, just think about it. I really want to drill this point into your head. Your dream life is literally just on the other side of fear. If fear didn't exist, you'd be living life how you wanted to live life. You'd be making the amount of money you want to make. You'd be dating the girl that you want to date. There's literally nothing else stopping you apart from fear. But you can override it, bro. You don't have to let that fear hold you back forever. But if you don't override it, then it will hold you back forever. You're going to be lying on your deathbed and you're going to think to yourself like, shit, if I just overcame my fears, I would have really lived life how I wanted to live life. I would have been that successful person that I always dreamt of being. And bro, I guarantee 99% of you are going to watch this video, you're going to agree with me, and then you're going to click off it and forget all about it. You're going to go back to being the fearful person that you've always been. But there is 1% of you watching this video right now who will actually take action, who will actually do everything in their power to overcome those fears. And that's the 1% of people who will become successful. That's the 1% of people who will live their dream life. And you have the choice, bro. Which one are you going to become? Are you going to be the 99% who agree with me but never ever do anything about it? Or are you going to be the 1%? Are you going to be the 1% that faces your fears? Are you going to be the 1% who sits down and starts being honest with themselves? Who starts figuring out a way to really overcome their fears? And yes, maybe it'll take time, bro. Like I said, 8, 9, 10 months, I battled with myself, but I won the battle. I overcame my fear. But for most people, they lose that battle. But you have to be strong. There's no cheat code, there's no hack. There's gonna be people that comment on this video and say that I didn't actually tell them how to do it. Bro, I can't tell you how to do it. Nobody told me how to do it. I just had to do it. And you're just gonna have to do it. You have to figure it out by yourself. And you're capable of it, bro. Everyone is capable of it. I'm no different to you. You might be watching this video, you look up to me now and see where I am right now, and you think that I must be just completely different to you. I just have the ability to do things that you don't have the ability to do. But bro, that's bullshit. You didn't see where I was 3 years ago. You didn't see the person I was 3 years ago. I promise you I was exactly the same as you. I had those overwhelming fears, but I had to overcome them. I had to slay that dragon. And you're gonna have to do the same if you want to live that dream life, if you want to become that person that you know you want to become. So sit there, bro. Ask yourself, what is it that you're afraid of? Because that's the first step. That's the first thing that you need to do. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Overcoming these fears are not easy, but they're not impossible. It's more than doable. With the right mindset, with the right beliefs, you'll get to a point in your life where you laugh. You laugh at yourself for having those fears because they seem so insignificant to you at that point. And I know this, bro, because that's the point where I'm at right now. The fear of judgment was so overwhelming to me at one point, and now I laugh at it. I laugh at the fact that I used to have that fear of judgment. I'm gonna leave that one there, bro. I hope you gain some sort of value, some sort of knowledge. I hope you're able to go out there and overcome these fears, because I know how much better your life is gonna get once you overcome them. And if you're new to this channel, scroll down right now and click subscribe. Click and watch this video right here to help you on your self-improvement journey. Drop a comment, like the video, help me out with the algorithm, bro. All of that good stuff. I'm making it my mission to help turn boys into men.